Big giant smallmouth on that panfish pole.
Unit of a white bass. Big boy. We are going after perch using tip downs and new sensitive rods that I got. No drag on that thing. Look at that. That tank. Too big to keep. Just a giant. And there we go. New personal best. Alright. So this is fishing the backwaters in the Mississippi River, Pool 5. We are going after perch using tip downs and new sensitive rods that I got on the tip downs. And just looking for tanks like this one. There it goes. There it goes, flying out of my hands. Tank hunting, we're looking for them. Tip downs, jigging them for them. Let's see, enjoy the video of us on the backwater here. Going after these perch.
Alright, so this time out we're on the backwaters of the Mississippi River on the ice, going and targeting yellow perch. As you can see here, we're fishing about 5 feet of water, going basically hole jumping, but tip downs did a lot of work using Rosies. They like that color orange. Even on our jigging pole, we were using jigs that are orange, bright orange, hammering everything on color orange or Rosies. You know, Rosies are orange, and a lot of looking and just kind of moving around a little bit in this area here, as you see on the map here. And now we're going to show a little bit of what we're fishing. There's just a little, like very few weeds down there. It was mostly muck, but there's little bumps in the mud that might be some small rocks or something. But that's the area, the location we were fishing. Enjoy the video of us on the backwaters of the Mississippi River.
Took us about an hour to find them, but we first got our first nice eater perch. I think we got our first nice bluegill right there. Hole hopping with this jiggler pole, bright orange. Boom. That tank. Just put tip down here. Rosie. Look at that unit. And there we go. New personal best. 13.5-inch yellow perch. Look at that unit. Look at that tank. There she blows. Too big to keep. Just a giant 13.5-inch perch. Look at that unit. Tip down, new sensitive rods I made up. Got from a garage sale, very sensitive. And look at what they did for me. New personal best. 1/2 inch from a 13. I was sitting at 13, now I'm sitting at 13.5. This guy's too big to keep going back. Look at that beast. Just look at that unit. That's why we come out here. I think we're in pool 5. Well, last look. This is too big to keep. I ain't keeping this big of a fish. They're good for eggs. Gonna bring the future perch. So this one goes back. So far this year, big northern follow wherever we go. Just got snapped off, had to re-rig on the tip out, that tip down right there. Tip down, caught this one. Too small. Going back. Wherever I go. The northern fowl to ruin my fishing. First ice full of northern scaring all the bluegills, and now northern scaring all the yellow perch. We haven't had a bite or caught anything worth anything for like an hour, and that's because these guys moved in. Going back. I don't want to. I caught a nice perch. The northern just makes this bite horrible. Finally a nice eater perch, 10 inches. Nice eater. Them damn northerns is, that's why. Starting back up, but that guy's too small. It got pretty quiet. They got windy. I don't know, but we're catching them on the jigging pole now. That little orange thing. Eater, nothing crazy. Catching some nicer ones though, at least some eater size. Keeping, there's nothing great about them. They're just barely eaters. Looking for another big giant. It ain't happening yet. We're probably going into 1 o'clock here. Interesting, on the jiggler, giant big bass. Giant bass. Big bass. Everything was really quiet. We got action here. No drag on that thing. There it goes again. There it goes again. There it goes again. Oh boy. Okay, I think it's coming. Blue Shadow Outdoors doing its thing. Big old bass. Look at that. I don't think that's a PB. Too small. It's actually smaller than what I thought it was. 17 and a half for sure. Yeah, 17 and a half. Nice bass. Some action. Time to put that big beast back. Nothing has been showing on this underwater camera. I've been checking on it every little while. There's fish here, you know, you got some weeds down there, but mostly mud it looks like, you know, and there's another weed. That's kind of what the area we're fishing, what it looks like. No fish on this camera. I can't get no fish on here. I've been checking it every once in a while, there's nothing. But like you can see some weeds there and there. Boy, this bite's slow. Finally a nice perch on a tip down again. More of the tip down. Yeah, more of the tip downs doing the battle here. These nice new sensitive little poles I got. That's a nice eater right there. Yeah, hit it around, bounce it over. We got probably a 10 and a half. Tip downs are doing work this afternoon after 2 o'clock. The wind's picked up and it's kind of sunny again. This one right in front of me. Every time I go to just start walking away, it starts getting bobbed. Look at that. 2:30. Here's a nice eater, yellow perch. Look at that. That's probably our biggest eater. Jig head with that Rosie. Everything orange for these yellow perch. Look at that. That's the nicest eater one we got. Yeah, see. He won't show us. He won't show us. Oh yeah, 11. Right over 10 and a half. Nice eater. And this tip down is just crushing some nice eater perch for me. Something to bring home for me. Look at that. This tip down, this one hole, just crushing them. The other tip down, I can't find a hole. They won't bite anywhere else. Pulled this one out now. Another, probably our best eater yet. I don't know, we're getting some nice eaters now. Almost 3 o'clock. Another nice big yellow perch on this one hole. I'm moving that other tip down all over the place. Can't get nothing. This one hole is just catching them all. Video. The one hole. This is because almost everything is coming out of this one hole in the afternoon. The other tip down right behind it, literally right there. I don't know what it is. Fishing is crazy, dude. Finally, 3 o'clock probably, and finally the other tip down catching one good one for once. Except that one right there. That's the hot hole right there. It's been getting nipped at. Another nice eater. Got 10 fish in total. One is a bluegill out of that 10. That's our best eater right there. $11 inches. Turning out into the day I wanted it. I can really use my new tip down, test them out, see what they're all capable of. Caught a new PB, yellow perch, big bass. It's all going well. An eater bluegill. We haven't seen that since the beginning of the video this morning. All day long, mostly standing, moving around, running after them. We are heading out. We're gonna leave the tip up or tip downs in while we clean up here. So nothing. I'm looking at the underwater camera. Still nothing. I never got a fish on this camera. Well, I am going to start going through what I'm using. This is just a jiggler pole, the 48 light. Unless we get interrupted by the tip downs, that little orange jig right there, all beat up, tear apart. Caught some fish today. That's the pole. I'll show you my tip downs here. And there's the tip down. This one, I got this for a reason because look how sensitive of a rod it is. It's barely just a tiny little stick. With a yellow black stripes on the back jig with a Rosie. Now this black and then that little orange tip, actually, you can see it actually pretty good. And that's a good thing because of how small it is. Just a perfect setup. And how a tip down works is something bites it and then the tip goes down like that, and that lets you know, hey, you got a fish on, or you're taking it, you know. So I'm using 6-pound test line on everything today, my jigging pole and my tip downs. So all right, here's a look at all the perch. Empty them all in that. The two smaller ones was in the morning when I really didn't think nothing was going to happen. There we go. Some nice tanks in the afternoon. That is it from the backwaters here in pool 5. I'll put it up on the screen. I don't know. But yeah, there we go. Sunset behind me. We're out. New PB perch, and we caught a bunch of nice perch. Mostly caught both of them in the afternoon. Tip downs though. Not much of my jigging boat was at work here.